Hey beautiful souls, welcome back to the Nymph Tarot with me, Natasha, or if it is your first time here, then welcome. I'm so glad you found this video today. This is going to be a video where hopefully it's going to boost your confidence, really kind of like gas you up. I'm just going to be super positive about you, so get ready to have your ego boosted. We are talking about what is attractive about you. So this is can be personality wise, looks wise, just anything that makes you attractive to other people. So we have three piles for you guys today. We have pile 1 here with the green aventurine, we have pile 2 with the citrine crystal, and then we have pile 3 with a piece of volcanic rock. So have a think about which one you're drawn to. It's okay if you're drawn to more than one, that's absolutely fine, then you can watch both. It's not like it's about outcomes or anything, so there could be messages in there in multiple piles for you. So skip down to the description box, which is down below, and I have timestamps for each reading, and I will see you there. Hey pile 1, if you chose a green aventurine, this is your reading. So what makes you attractive is what we are looking at today. So I'm going to pretty much lie all the cards out, and then we're just going to chat through them and see what it is that makes you attractive. So from your tarot you have the Hermit. So hopefully you can see that. I'm trying to shoot more in natural light because I feel like it's generally better, but the Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot can sometimes be more difficult to see just because it's that pastel colours. So 7 of Cups, the Empress. I love the Empress card in here because it's so shiny. And then you have the Lovers. And also for your, I've got a selection of different cards. So you have Vision, Aphrodite, number 8. You have Closure. You have Prosperity. You have the Blue Flame, Spontaneous Awakening, Activation, Integration Time. And then you have Contentment, and you have Strength, which makes me think of obviously the Strength card, which would be another 8. So this challenge will make you stronger. You will get through it the other side. Look at the gifts in the situation. So what makes you attractive? I feel like that you guys have, with this Strength card and Closure and kind of the Hermit, and even like this Blue Flame card, I feel like you guys have had maybe not the easiest starts in life, or maybe you've had difficult things that have happened to you. However, I feel like you are kind of coming out the other side of that, and you've become a lot stronger. And I feel like people see you, well, with the Hermit card, obviously this is someone that's kind of locked themselves away a bit and they've really been thinking about things. But what I am drawn to on this card is that star like in the lantern. And I feel like people see that you have gone through difficult stuff and they see you as this like shining star, and I feel like that's what really attracts people to you. This could just be, I feel like that is a personality trait that it's not just attracts like a partner, but I feel like it attracts just people into your life. I feel like people probably want to just talk to you. They probably spill their problems to you because they kind of know that you've been through things and you've made it out, and they want to see how you did it. I feel like you have definitely, you're kind of like this, I see you as being like a bit of a dark horse, a bit mysterious, because with that Hermit card as well, maybe you do keep yourself to yourself. You're not out there sharing everything with everyone, and I feel like that is again something that some people find very attractive about you, because you have this kind of air of mystery. Then you have the Seven of Cups, and with the Seven of Cups, I feel like this card can be almost quite like a dreamy card, because this feels like it could be a scene from a dream. You got this person with taking a mask off. You got this, God knows what it is actually meant to be, some sort of lizard creature. But I feel like you're quite dreamy. You think about the future a lot. You're quite positive. And yeah, I do get the sense that it's more of a dreamy sense from here, that you're quite like a positive person, I feel. And with the Empress here, Empress to me represents, one, she's just generally very beautiful. She's a very beautiful woman, so it could be that you are very physically attractive, and in that physical attractiveness, I feel like people see you and just think that I feel like you just have this, like, you're beautiful, but you're down to earth, and like people see you as like long-term partner material. Like, you could be mother, father, however it is for you, to a child. Like, you're just really down to earth. You're creative. I feel like you've got a fantastic mind. You're constantly having like ideas. You're definitely really smart, and that attracts a lot of people. I feel like there is this very intelligent side to you. And with the Lovers, what I do like is, even though you have this kind of like, I feel like you can withdraw and be by yourself, and you're very strong. You can be like that kind of stronger, more silent type. I feel like when it matters, you embody that kind of lover's passion. I feel like with certain things in your life that you are going to be super passionate about it, and that's the stuff you want to share with others. And anything you're passionate about, I feel like it's just contagious, and that person is going to be passionate too. So I feel like they're the main things that make you super attractive to people. I like the Contentment card, because even though you're dreamy, I feel like you're still grounded, because I like that, because you have the Hermit, which is Virgo energy, which is that which is Earth energy. So you are grounded, and you're happy with what you have, and you don't, even though you're dreamy about things in the future, it's not I need to have this and then I'll be happy. It's this is what I want for my life, but what I have right now I'm also really happy about. I think people see you as quite spiritual. I think you probably had definitely some sort of awakening with the Strength card, the Hermit, and also this Vision card. I feel like you definitely have, and closure. I feel like whether you've gone through tough losses, like with family members, partners, however it is for you, people see that you've had these losses, but it's actually just made you really wise. You're able to, I feel like you're able to see things that others don't. So I feel like some people may be blinded by their what's the word, like loss, and not be able to see anything good. I feel like you're able to, you take the losses hard, but you're able to see a brighter future, and that's really attractive, because a lot of the time, especially if people have gone through relationships and they kind of get out of the end, and if it's been a bit messy, it can make them kind of bitter, which, do you know what, I'm not against anyone that comes out like that, because you got to do you, and sometimes you need that bitterness for a little while. But I feel like that's just not you at all. You're able to get closure. And I feel like as well, this prosperity card, you work a lot on yourself. Like, you've built yourself up from the ground. You are truly like a self-made woman or man, and people just really respect you, but it's definitely an attractive quality, because for a partner, they know that you're not going to be with them for money, because you've done that all yourself, and they know that because you put all that work in a relationship, or in yourself, that you could put that in a relationship, and that makes you super attractive. So yeah, that's everything that I see for you guys. If you enjoyed this reading, please do leave a big thumbs up and comment down below if it resonated with you. And thank you so much for being here. If you like this content and you want to see similar stuff or love readings, which I do on my channel, then remember to hit subscribe before you leave, and I will see you again in the future. See you later, pile 1. Hey pile 2, if you chose the citrine crystal, this is your reading. So we're looking at what makes you attractive. So this can be physically, it can be like mentally attractive. That's not the word I want, but I can't think what it is. So you have your tarot, you have a transformation card, which is the death card in normal Rider-Waite. You have Ace of Feathers, that's Ace of Swords. You have the Traveller, which is the Fool. And you have King of Crystals. And for your oracle cards, you have Weaver Hathers. I probably pronounced that wrong, but there we go. Deep Love, Mother's Milk, Birth as a Portal. You have Belonging, but in the reverse. You have Talent. You have Positivity. You have Waiting. And then you have Leadership. So for you guys, is that all on camera? Yes, it is. Right, great. So the transformation card, I love this for you. I feel like you guys are people that have kind of gone through, as it says here, a transition, liberation. I feel like you've definitely gone through some kind of rebirth in your life, whether you have done something scary like quit a job to do something entirely different, or left a relationship that was, maybe it was a bit toxic and you've had a glow up afterwards, you've really increased your self-confidence. Whatever it is for you, I feel like the world sees that you have gone through this transformation, and that is so attractive. People see that you have like built yourself up from what you had before, and people are like, damn, have you seen that girl or guy? Like, have you seen how much they've changed? But in a good way. Like, I feel like you're almost like a completely different person to whoever you were before. Just in terms of confidence as well, I feel like you guys are super confident people, which is amazing. And what I like about the Ace of Feathers here, I feel like you know, there's a deep sense of knowing who you are. You have strong foundations. I feel like you have very strong beliefs that are about yourself as well, and I feel like about what you want in life. I feel like you're, especially the King Crystals there, I feel like you're very like stable, reliable people, and that sounds kind of boring, but actually that can be very attractive, because in a person, sometimes that's what you need. You want them to be stable. You do have the Fool here, which makes me think that you actually do take chances as well. So it's not just like you're boring and you do everything the same every day. Like, it's not that kind of stability. I feel like just emotionally you're very stable, and people just really find that really attractive about you. And I feel like that could just be even friends as well. Like, it attracts people to you. And then you have the Traveller. So I feel like you've definitely taken some sort of leap of faith in your life. You are seen as being quite adventurous. Maybe you're a bit out there. Maybe you're, I feel like with that mental clarity, maybe you're able to see things before other people do. So you kind of get on like the latest trends, or you do stuff before other people do it, and people will be like, oh, have you seen what they're doing? And they're like, oh, that's a bit crazy. And then months later they're like, oh my god, that was genius. Like, they were way ahead of the curve. And I feel like that's you. You are stable, but also you're very forward thinking and able to know what's going to happen next. And that's super awesome, and it's really attractive. You're really attracting people through that. Next of all, you have, or last of all for your tarot, you have the King of Crystals, which I feel like people see you and see that you've made it. I feel like you've built yourself up. You're kind of in this like little empire, not in a bad sense for an empire, but you know, you have your I feel like you have amazing self-worth. You're really striving and pushing forward in your career, and this is where I think you get that sense of like stability. I feel like in your career and that kind of material world, you've really built yourself up, and that's helped you emotionally to work out who you are, and people really find that attractive. They just see you as being this person that has their shit together and has a lot of I feel like you have a lot of faith in yourself with that Fool card, and I feel like this is why people see you as a leader. I feel like you are somebody that's on the front edge of things, and I feel like people just follow you, and that's attractive because they feel like you know where you're going, and if they follow you, they feel like they can have a little slice of it too. So I feel like it's just kind of everyone in your life, whether that is just even colleagues, friends, potential lovers, anything along those lines. You have here deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. For some of you, I feel like this is a message for some of you that you are mothers, and maybe it's just one thing that makes you really attractive. It could be to partners that maybe also have kids as well, that you are just such an amazing mother. You have such deep love for your kids. Maybe this is why you've kind of really built yourself up, is to have that legacy for your children, really look after them, so they never go wanting. And for some people, this is super attractive. If they have kids themselves, they think this person could definitely be amazing to my kids as well. So you have belonging in the reverse, and I feel like this is where it kind of links in with the Traveller as well, in this kind of rebirth, because I feel like you have had some sort of rebirth where you've maybe gone from something a bit more conventional to something out there, and you don't feel the need that you have to belong, because you know that whether you are a bit different or not, you know, you're still going to have friends, people are still going to like you, but you don't have to fit in. You don't have to do everything that society tells you have to do, and that again is attractive, that I feel like you're kind of just very much an individual. And then you have talent. So people just see you and think that you're really talented. So whatever it is that you do, maybe it is you do something and you kind of show it off in some way, whether that is physically, maybe you're good at sports, or obviously you've got a dancer here, or it could be that you do something online and people see it and they just think you are so insanely talented. People love your positivity. I feel like even when things got tough and you had to, you know, go through a bit of a transformation, you didn't let that hold you back. You didn't have a pity party. You didn't wallow in it. You just thought, well, it is what it is, and I can only go up from here. And you really built your life up. And I feel like people love that positivity. I feel like it's infectious. You make other people positive. And yeah, people just find it's that kind of high vibe that people are gonna find attractive. It's gonna be like moths to a flame. People are gonna want to be around you, and then you finally have waiting. And I think the beauty of the Traveller and then having this waiting is sometimes with the Traveller, the Fool, it's about jumping in, and maybe you're not really thinking about it, but I feel like you do jump into things, or from the outside it looks like you're jumping into it, but I think you've done all the thinking behind it with, you know, Ace of Feathers there, that mental clarity. I think you go into everything super clear about what you're doing, and you're able to wait for like the opportune time to do things. And I think it's kind of almost, maybe that is kind of your talent, because it looks like you're just taking all these risks and it's all paying off all the time. But actually, behind the scenes, you've done a lot of work. You've thought about it a lot, you've waited for the right time, and then you do things. But on the surface, it looks like you're this like super like relaxed, like, oh, it'll all work out. But actually, behind the scenes, you're like, I have done maybe a lot of air energy thoughts, like I have done all the like analysis, and this is the perfect way, this is the perfect time, and this is the perfect way to do it, and we'll do it like that. So yeah, that's everything that I see for you guys about what makes you attractive. It is a shorter reading today. If this resonated, please do comment down below. I love hearing from you guys. Remember to give a big thumbs up, and thank you so much for being here. If you want to see more content like this, then do hit that subscribe button, and I will see you again in another video. Hey pile 3, so last but not least, if you chose this piece of volcanic rock, this is for you. So I'm just going to lay everything out and then we're going to go through it. So for your tarot cards, you have Queen of Swords, you have Eight of Swords, you have Page of Pentacles, you have Death, and then you have the Lovers, which is interesting because the Lovers and Death, I'm pretty sure, came out in pile 1 as well. And then for your Oracle cards, you have Earth School, Life Lessons, Soul Growth, Study, Higher Learning. You have Playful in the reverse. You have Understanding. You have Contemplation. Empowerment, and then finally you have Awareness. So that says, live in the moment, be conscious of your thoughts, look for signs and guidance. So what makes you attractive? I want to say that, so me personally, I love the Queen of Swords. I feel like you guys, with the Death card as well there, and you've got this butterfly that I'm drawn to on her throne. I feel like you have really gone through a transformation. I feel like this has come out in actually all 3 cards that you guys, I feel like all of you have kind of gone through a transformation. And I feel like you've just cut out anything in your life that you were like was not serving you, which people really admire. Maybe you were in a toxic relationship and you ended it, toxic job situation that was really affecting your life, whatever it was for you. I feel like you've really gone through and cut off all the things that weren't serving you. Or it could even have been like maybe any addictions that you had, whether it was alcohol, whatever. And people see that and they see you as being a really just strong, independent person that is able to stand on their own 2 feet. And I feel like as well with the Queen of Swords, she's this character that is, I feel like, just honest. Like, you know where you stand with her. Like, if she doesn't like it, she's gonna tell you. And I think that's what people like about you. They're not having to second guess everything you say. Like, it's like, oh, does she mean this or does she mean that? Like, they know. Like, you're very straightforward, I feel. And that's something that people really appreciate nowadays, especially in a love situation. For attractiveness, that is very, very attractive. If you know where your person stands, and you're not having to second guess them all the time, very attractive. So with this Eight of Swords, I feel like maybe you guys used to have a lot of anxieties. You used to be very much maybe in your head about things. But with it turning up, I feel like this is something that is now in the past. Like, this is definitely behind you. You're no longer this person that gets all trapped up in their head. I feel like you're, as I said, you've gone through a transformation. I feel like you're definitely the Queen of Swords now. In the sense of, I'm not getting the sense that you're like a cold bitch, because that's what some people can think of with the Queen of Swords. And I think people also see what you're doing with your life. With the Page of Pentacles, this is somebody that I feel like you're maybe at the beginning of a career, or just you're quite young, and you're kind of just starting off. But they can see that you're serious. I love her because I feel like with the little backpack, with the backpack on and the glasses, I feel like she looks almost like she could be a student, like she's going off to go study. And with that Earth school, I feel like people see you, maybe you guys are in school, maybe you're learning and trying to make yourself better. With that soul growth, I feel like you're really growing up before people's eyes. You're really having that kind of rebirth. You've cut off everything that didn't serve you. You kind of drawing a line, and then now you're just this kind of better version, like whoever you are 2.0. Like, you're learning, you're studying, you're getting rid of everyone that is not going to benefit you. And I feel like as well with the Lovers, people see you, and what's attractive about you now is you're kind of following your heart. You're doing what's right for you. You definitely are, definitely following your passions. So maybe this is, for some of you, it could be that you've almost had to go back to school. Maybe you're a bit older, and in this transformation you've like, oh, this is what I want to do with my life now, so I've gone back to school. And people find that attractive, because I think a lot of people would be too scared to do that. Whereas you are, I feel like you're very serious about moving your life forward. And I think people actually find that attractive, because it's fine you have this playful in the reverse. So I feel like you do have a playful side, and I feel like it does come out, but a lot of the time you're actually quite serious. You take yourself seriously. You're not gonna let people play around with you anymore. You're very much focused on you and making your life better. And I think you have this kind of deep understanding of who you are. I like this with the light, and it's kind of like I feel like it's almost like a bit of an awakening, shining the light on who you are. And I think you show people that, and you're willing, if they are not interested in who you are kind of just willing to let them go, because you've really come into your power. Well, you do have that empowerment card. I feel like you are very empowered to show who you are to the world. You don't feel the need to hide anymore. Does anyone else also, I just noticed, if anyone else watches Grey's Anatomy, I feel like this card always reminds me of Meredith Grey. For some strange reason. I feel like she looks a bit like her. But, you know, there we go. Again, with this serious, I feel like, yeah, you've got this like contemplation card. I feel like you're kind of like somebody that's often like deep in their thoughts. People probably ask you a lot of the time, what are you thinking about? And, you know, it reminds me of Michelle Obama, where she said once that I think they were, her and Barack were like in bed when they were in like the beginning of their relationship, and she was like, what are you thinking about, expecting him to be like, you know, something maybe like her or like something, and he was like, oh, about helping the poor, or like some sort of like credit system, something like that. And I feel like you're one of these people that people will be like, oh, what are you thinking about, thinking it'll be something maybe a bit dreamy and it'll be something super serious, and they're like, oh wow, I didn't expect that from you. But like maybe you in the past used to be a bit more playful, a bit out there, but now you're just super serious, and people like that you are serious about life and about yourself. And then it says awareness, and I feel like you do live in the moment and you're very conscious of your thoughts. With this Queen of Swords, she knows that her thoughts are like the most powerful thing she kind of has. So you definitely take your thoughts seriously. You're not afraid to share your thoughts either. You're not afraid to share your opinion, you voice it, because you know that people will listen and that your opinion does have power. And that is very attractive. So this is everything that I'm seeing for you guys. If you would like to get a private reading, do remember to look in the description box below on how to do so. Thank you so much for being here, and if you enjoyed this, please do give it a big thumbs up, and do remember to hit that subscribe button for more content like this, and I will see you again in the future.